Hello everyone, how you doing? So today we are actually not talking about a god or deity, but a concept. A concept that can predominantly be found in Indian religions. Today we are going to talk about the Samsara. Now, although the concept of the Samsara is found in many different religions and slightly differs within even different branches of the same religion, we are trying to focus on the Samsara in Buddhism. The concept of the Samsara was developed sometime in the early 1st millennial BC, with the concept of cyclic rebirth appearing in India as well as in Greece. Rebirth being the central term within the concept of the Samsara. You see, in Buddhism it is generally believed that life, or even existence in itself, brings inevitable suffering, and that until you have achieved certain virtues with which you can attain nirvana, letting you step outside of the circle of rebirth, you are bound to be reborn again and again. Now, while you probably think that this is all there is to it, you getting reborn as a human again and again until you have achieved nirvana, that is not quite correct, because you see, in Buddhism you don't have to be reincarnated as a human. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be reborn on Earth, which leads us to this. This is the Bhavacakra, or the Wheel of Cyclic Existence, and we're going to break it down piece by piece. Let's start from the center. The center of the wheel depicts a pig, a rooster and a snake. These three animals are representing the, let's call it, sins of Buddhism. Basically, they are what keeps you from A. reaching nirvana and B. accumulating good karma. These things are ignorance, attachment and aversion. Let's move a layer further. The first layer around the center is representing karma. Collecting much of it means that you can ascend into a higher plane of existence or even achieve nirvana, while losing karma or gaining bad karma means that you will move into a lower state in existence once you are reborn. Moving on to the third layer or second ring around the center, which is, in my opinion, the most interesting one. You see, this layer is separated into 6 or sometimes 5 different realms. These are the realms and creatures as which you are able to reincarnate based on the karma you have collected in your past life. So let's go through them and I'll tell you which one is the best to be born into. Let's start with the one on the top, the realm of the gods. Yes, that's right, technically you could be reincarnated as a literal god, or a so-called Deva. On a side note, the god realm is also divided into even more realms, but let's not get into that. So let's assume, as a god, you weren't exactly the best kind of guy or girl. Then one day you die for reasons, maybe you slip in the shower or something, and now it goes downhill for you, and you will end up in one realm beneath the realm of the Devas, in the Asurarealm. Now you are a demigod, which is not all too bad. You are still quite powerful, and even though you are angry most of the time, you can still have fun by either punching a god in the face to get your hands on this very tasty tree, or mess with the humans by sending sickness and natural disasters their way. But all things must change, and the wheel goes on, and sometime you die because maybe you punched a god too hard in the face, so he got angry and now you're dead, with a lot of bad karma, having been selfish and greedy. So you are eventually reborn in the next realm, which is the realm of the hunger ghosts. You will be a being that is constantly hungry without ever being able to eat, which is the way to punish you for your greed and jealousy in the life you've lived before. And you are very, very angry about that. But look out, you're about to die again. Oops, now you're in hell, which is the next and lowest possible level of the Bhavacakra, to which only bad karma accumulated through anger and hatred can bring you. Basically, it's just as you imagine it to be, eternal flames and unimaginable suffering until you've somehow managed to accumulate enough karma to get out of there. Let's say you make it. Well done! You now move to a realm you already been before. This one. You are now reborn as an animal, reduced to basically your basic instincts and no more than a shell of a being, but at least you got out of hell. Isn't that nice? Now, after you've eventually accumulated enough good karma in the animal realm, you even get to be a human again. Yippee! So those were the 6 realms that exist within the Samsara or Bhavacakra itself, and you will be reincarnated in one of those, depending on your whole karma situation. Now, believe it or not, but according to Buddhist teachings, the best realm to live in is actually the human realm, because while you suffer there, it allows you to be able to reach nirvana through the teachings of Buddha, and step out of the Samsara, which is the ultimate goal. In any other higher realm, you will simply have too good of a life to even want to quit the Samsara, while in the lower ones it will not be possible due to your suffering. Also, the most outer ring represents exactly how the 3 sins of the center of Buddhism affect your thinking, and can be able to basically corrupt you. Some examples include relying too much on your senses, pain, thirst, etc. But I don't want to go too deep into that. Now, I also don't have too much to say about the fellow holding the thing. This is Yama, the god of change and death, and he seems to be quite the complicated figure, so I don't really want to talk about him in depth in this video out of fear to get anything wrong. But anyway, that was it for today, and probably the most things you need to know about the Buddhist Samsara and Bhavacakra. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. May the gods be with you, and I see you next time. Goodbye.